A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Great crowds accompanied Jesus on his way, and he turned and spoke to them. If a man comes to me without hating his father, mother, wife, children, brothers, sisters, yes, and his very own life too, he cannot be my disciple. Anyone who does not carry his cross and comes after me cannot be my disciple. And indeed, which of you here, intending to build a tower, would not first sit down and work out a cost and see if he had enough to complete it? Otherwise, if he had laid the foundation, then found himself unable to finish the work, the onlookers would start making fun of him, saying, "Here is a man who started to build and was unable to finish." Or again, what king marching into war against another king would not first sit down and consider whether with 10,000 men he could stand up to the other who was advancing against him with 20,000? If not, while the other king was still a long way off, would he not send envoys to sue for peace? So in the same way, none of you can be my disciples unless he gives up all his possessions. The Gospel of our Lord. None of you may become my disciples if he doesn't give up everything he has. On reading today's Gospel, it seems that Jesus asks us to first make sure whether we want to follow him or not, before making the commitment. He gives us this example. Prior to building a house, do we not first sit down to count the cost? So do his followers take a calculated risk? A beautiful example that we have is that of the Blessed Virgin Mary, whose birth we remember today. Did she factor in the probability of an eternal heavenly reward? Her life throws up a very different answer. She risked divorce and being stoned to death for a pregnancy outside marriage. She had to give birth in the lowest of dwellings, a stable. She had to flee to a strange land with a newborn infant and probably with a little more than the clothes on her back. She kept home and raised a son in what would be considered real poverty today. She watched her only child treated like a common criminal and die shamefully on the cross. In accepting to be the Mother of God, she was told that a sword would pierce her heart. Mary accepted all this for the love of God. Would you?